Welcome back to Healthwise 360, where our show today is about exercise and nutrition for the busy executive. We now have a very special guest. His name is Jamie Cohen. Jamie is the president and CEO of the commodity investing company Barret Barret Capital Management. Jamie, are you on the line?
I'm here. Hi, Igor.
Hey, Jamie. How's it going?
Very good, thank you.
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I told some of our listeners that you're the president of Barret Capital. What else do you do?
Okay, so I am, my firm, we're a niche firm, we're in finance, where we trade commodities such as gold and silver and oil and other foods and agriculture products, and we do investing both for the individual and the corporation. We do a lot of risk management for corporations and as well individuals to protect their portfolios from today's market turbulence in the financial world. Mm-hmm. And I'm the president of the company. My company's been around for 8 years right now. And, aligning with what the show is about, my job, the market, goes 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. So many times during the day, I have many challenges where I'm up throughout the night, working, mm-hmm. and of course finding time to exercise and eat properly is always a challenge for me.
Right. So with a busy schedule, with a schedule as busy as yours, how do you fit exercise into a day like that?
I do two main things. What I try to do is I play team sports. I play soccer. I do it twice a week, every Monday night and every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock at night. And as well, I live in a condominium. I live on the 17th floor, so I do not take the elevator. I actually walk down the stairs and walk up the stairs.
Fantastic.
Every day on the way to work, on the way back from work. And same thing with my office building. I don't use the elevator. I always use the stairs.
Perfect. Now, do you have a set exercise routine, or is it more little things throughout the day?
Yes, it's just little things throughout the day. Besides the soccer and just the walking up and down the stairs, that's, for now, the time I have.
Perfect. So gets the job done. Just like my co-host Audrey was saying earlier, if a busy CEO doesn't have too much time, well, take the stairs. Right, so you do just that. Perfect. So as a busy CEO, you must eat out a lot. How do you manage to reconcile your goals of staying fit and healthy without, being antisocial?
Yes. We always have company meetings and, of course, client meetings that we tend to eat out at restaurants a lot. And, of course, drinking is part of the show that you put on when you go out to customer meetings.
Right.
You might order a bottle of wine, something like that. So I try to be very careful in what I pick. I try to look at the menu before I go to the restaurants. I'm pretty familiar with the restaurants that I go to, so I try to be more selective in what I pick to eat mm-hmm. when I do go to those restaurants.
Fantastic. Now, social support is very important, and I personally know that your wife is very involved with nutrition. Does that help? Do you find that helps you out a lot?
Oh, absolutely. My wife, we have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old at home, and my wife was excellent in keeping the home nutritious, and we eat the proper foods. And I think the most important thing for us is not to have many temptations at home where you can eat something fast, and my wife is always preparing the food for us and doing it in a very healthy way.
Absolutely. Out of sight, out of mind. That's probably one of the best strategies.
Exactly.
Now, I know Audrey has prepared a few questions for you. She's been dying to ask you.
Okay. Hi, Jamie. Welcome to our show.
Hi,
Thanks
Audrey.
for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So, in general, is there a particular diet that you and your family follow that you've really found has been the most beneficial for providing you with the nutrients and the energy that you need? Because obviously, you're busy.
Yes. I think the most important thing for me is to have a good breakfast before I go to work. I have a long day, so I'm always having breakfast because sometimes, unfortunately, I do have to skip lunch. I just don't have the time. And there used to be the days where I would actually skip breakfast, skip lunch, and, of course, for lack of a better word, pig out during dinner.
Right.
And that's probably the worst thing that you can do. So I try very much to make sure that I have a healthy, filling breakfast to energize me during the day, especially for those days where I simply just don't have time to have lunch.
Okay. And when you don't have lunch, do you even have a chance to have a snack, a piece of fruit, a few nuts, or anything like that, or it's just so busy?
I have tea and almonds at my desk all the time, so I'm always snacking on natural almonds, and I'm always sipping tea throughout the whole day.
Fantastic. So that's a good solution for other executives who are out there. It's not a perfect world, and we do the best that we can, of course. Now, of course, the next question that I have, which I think you would be able to answer wholeheartedly, is how do you deal with the stress? Because I can't imagine that you have no stress in your life.
I have lots of stress in my life, especially for my work, and I think the best way to deal with the stress for me is the exercise. I really look forward to having the time for myself and doing something that I enjoy. I enjoy playing soccer and being with my friends, and even those 3-4 minutes walking up and down the stairs is my alone time that I get to think, and it feels good to do that exercise, that I know I'm doing something for myself.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were to give other executives any advice out there as to how to try to juggle it, because you yourself just mentioned there was a time a while ago where you would skip breakfast and lunch altogether, was there something that made you realize that, okay, no, I really can't do this? And how did you end up making that change? Because really, you probably have to find the time to make that change.
Exactly. To be frank, it had to do with the function of what is happening in my life. At the time, we had a newborn, and of course, newborns are always getting up during the night, so we were getting up every 2-3 hours, and by the time I had to get to work, it would my wife and I were so tired to actually get up and do anything. Now what we try to do, the way I changed it, is we actually try to prepare everything the night before for breakfast as much as possible, so this way we don't have much to do in the morning, and we just try to do something very simple in the morning so it's fast and quick, and there are no excuses not to have breakfast.
That's actually a great, simple, easy-to-follow solution, and I think everyone can pretty much, follow the same type of solution.
Yes.
Now, Jamie, so you do a lot of great things for exercise and nutrition. So I want to sum it up a little bit. So in terms of exercise, you do little things throughout the day that add up to a significant caloric burn. For stress reduction, you play soccer. You have your alone time when you on those 3 to 4 minutes going up and down the stairs. You have the social support at home, so it's not too tempting to eat negative foods or so to speak, bad foods. And out of sight, out of mind, you just don't keep bad foods at home. Did I capture everything, or is there anything else you could add to that?
I think so. I think you more or less got everything. I think the most important thing is I have a wonderful wife who does support and does believe in health, and she's in great health. And I think to have that support system around the house is integral to make it happen, because to try to do it by yourself is very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And now, if our listeners want to learn more about you and the investment services that you provide, or in general, where can they go?
They can go to my website. It's www.Barret Capital. That's BARRET, so 2 R's, 1 T, and capital, CAPITAL.com. And you can read about me over there. We've actually launched a new financial product recently, the first of its kind in Canada, that has something to do with gold and silver. And I was actually interviewed on TV on BNN for that, so the video clip was on the front page over there, so you can actually put the voice to the face by watching it there.
That's it. And we'll have your website up on our website as well, and as well as on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks a lot, Jamie.
Thank you very much, Audrey. Bye, Igor.
See you later,
Thanks
Jamie.
so much. Have a good afternoon.
Bye-bye.